You wake up in the dark, your eyes are open, but your body won't move. You try to lift your arm, but nothing happens. You try to speak, but no sound comes out. The room feels strange. Maybe you feel pressure on your chest. Maybe an unknown sound brings your attention to the corner, where a dark figure creeps out from the shadow. For a few seconds, you feel like the victim in a horror movie. But then it ends. Your body moves again. And you slowly realize you were awake, but your body was still locked in sleep mode. This is sleep paralysis. It can feel terrifying, especially if you don't understand what's happening. But here's the important part. Sleep paralysis is usually not dangerous. It's a sleep state where your mind wakes up before your body does. It can happen when falling asleep or waking up, and it often lasts only seconds or a few minutes. And if you stay calm, this scary moment can sometimes become something else. A doorway into a different world where anything is possible. A lucid dream. In this video, we'll cover everything from how to conquer sleep paralysis, calm yourself during it, and how to possibly turn it into a lucid dream. Sleep paralysis happens when your mind and body aren't fully in the same state. During dream sleep, your body naturally becomes still. This stops you from acting out your dreams, but sometimes your mind wakes up before your body has turned movement back on. That is the reason why you may feel awake but unable to move. This can feel scary, but it doesn't mean you are in real danger. Many people feel fear during sleep paralysis because the body is frozen. The room may feel strange, and dreamlike images or sounds can mix with real life. Some people feel pressure on their chest, sense a presence in the room, or see things that aren't really there. The key is to understand what's actually happening. Sleep paralysis isn't a monster, a ghost, or your body failing. It's a temporary sleep state. Once you know that, you can stop fighting it so hard. And once you stop fighting, you can start controlling your reaction. The goal is not to force sleep paralysis to happen. The goal is to know what to do if it happens. If you get it often, or if it makes sleep difficult, it's a good idea to speak with a doctor or sleep specialist. Sleep paralysis can sometimes happen more often with poor sleep, stress, irregular sleep patterns, or certain sleep disorders. But if it happens once in a while, you can learn to handle it better. Let's go step by step. Step 1. Understand what's happening. The first step is acknowledgement. When sleep paralysis starts, your brain's natural response is panic because your body won't move. But the truth is, that fear makes the whole experience worse. So before it ever happens again, remind yourself, you're safe and that it will pass quickly. That one thought can change everything. So even if your body feels heavy, your breathing feels strange, you can't move your body, you hear strange sounds or see terrifying shapes, you'll know it's not real and that it can't physically harm you. They're all natural feelings of the sleep state. Your brain is partly awake and partly dreaming, which means any sounds, shapes, or creatures are constructs of your own imagination. Your subconscious bringing them to life as it believes you're still dreaming. The more you understand this, the less power it has over you. Because just as an ordinary dream, if you're consumed by fear, it affects your dream, turning it into a nightmare. While being calm with a positive mindset removes all the scary parts of sleep paralysis. Step 2. Don't fight your body. The first mistake people make tends to be trying to move their whole body at once. They try to sit up, shout, or force their arms and legs to move. This, however, tends to increase the panic response, which just like before makes everything worse. Instead, stop fighting. Remind yourself again, my body is still asleep. I don't need to force it. Let your body stay still for a moment. It may feel strange, but it's temporary. The more you struggle, the more trapped you may feel, while the more you relax, the faster it often fades. Think of it like being caught in a wave. If you fight the wave, it pulls you around, but if you float for a moment, it passes. Step 3. Control your breathing. Your breath is one of the best tools you have during sleep paralysis. Even if your body feels frozen, or it feels like there's pressure on your chest, you should still be able to breathe. If not, you've got other problems. Focus on slow, calm breaths. Don't try too hard, just breathe gently. While doing it, you should repeat this to yourself. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. This gives your mind something simple to focus on, which also helps lowering your fear and calming your mind. If it isn't enough and you begin to feel panic rising, instead count your breaths. Breathe in for 1, breathe out for 2, breathe in for 3, and then breathe out for 4. The goal isn't perfect breathing, but to stop your mind from running wild. Step 5. Move one small muscle. If you want to wake up fully, it's important to start small. Try moving your toes, fingers, tongue, lips, or your eyes. One tiny movement can help break the paralysis. For many people, wiggling their toes or fingers works best. Just remember not to force it, but gently repeat the same small action. Think of it like turning a key in a lock. Small movement first, then more movement comes back. Once you're able to move a small muscle, your entire body usually isn't far behind. Then you can sit up, turn on a light, or change position. Step 6. Change your sleep habits. If sleep paralysis happens often, your daily habits might be the reason why. Sleep paralysis can be linked with not getting enough sleep, experiencing stress, having irregular sleep schedules, or sleeping on your back. So if you want fewer episodes, start with simple sleep changes. Try to sleep and wake up around the same time each day, while avoiding staying up too late too often. Don't use your phone right before sleep if it keeps your mind active, and if possible, avoid heavy stress before bed. Instead, I would recommend meditating. You don't have to be a monk, but simple breathing exercises gives your mind a break, which helps reduce stress and negative thinking. Furthermore, sleeping on your back is usually a good thing, but it has been linked to sleep paralysis. So if if nothing else works, try sleeping on your side instead. But remember, you don't need to fix everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes. Small changes can help a lot over time. Now let's talk about the exciting part. Sleep paralysis can potentially work as a doorway into a lucid dream. Because your body is already close to dreaming. Your mind is awake, but your body is still in sleep mode. This is the same state included in multiple lucid dreaming techniques, but with sleep paralysis, you skip the hardest parts. However, it's important to note, this only works if you stay calm, because one thing is always certain: when you actually want to enter sleep paralysis, your body will wake up much faster than if you desperately want to wake up. So if you're serious about forming a dream around you, here is how to do it. Step 1. Stay still and relax. When sleep paralysis begins, focus on staying completely still. Let your body remain relaxed while repeat a certain phrase to yourself. For example, "This is my doorway into a dream." Remember, you're trying to convince the part of your brain you don't normally interact with. While doing this, keep your breathing calm and try not to focus on the room too much. If you stare into the darkness and worry about what might appear, your mind may create scary images. Instead, focus on something that isn't there. The feeling of floating through space, sinking through the ocean, or gently moving into a dream. The purpose is to create a situation where you gain control and force yourself into a different setting. Because if it works, you'll be inside a dream. Step 2. Imagine a dream scene. Now it's time to go deeper and really create the world around you. Don't pick something too complicated. Imagine yourself standing on a beach or floating in the sky, but this time use as many senses as possible. What do you see, smell, hear, or taste? What do you feel under your feet? How does the air feel on your skin? Feel the sun on your skin exactly how it would in reality. Now keep your mind on that scene. The goal is to move your attention away from your frozen body and into the dream world. Step 3. Transfer your mind. Whenever a dream starts forming around you, or if different sounds, colors, or scenes flash before your eyes, it's time to transfer your mind into them. There's multiple proven methods to moving your conscious into a dream, but the 3 most common and most effective are the rolling method, floating method, and the rope method. You'll need to decide beforehand which of these you want to use. The rolling method consists of you imagining that you're rolling out of your physical body and into whatever world formed around you, whether it's the one you envisioned or it's something completely different. Remember, you don't want to move your real body, and in the beginning, it might be hard to tell the difference. But if you do it correctly, you'll imagine your dream body rolling sideways and out of bed. This may feel very real, and if it works, you may suddenly find yourself standing or lying inside a dream. Also, it's important to note, there's about a 50% chance you'll land in your room, because it's what your body expects. But that doesn't mean it didn't work, it might still be a dream. So perform a reality check immediately to make sure it's your actual room. The floating method uses the same principle, but instead of rolling to the side, you want to picture yourself floating upwards, leaving your paralyzed body behind. Just like before, it's important not to force it. You may feel a buzzing, spinning, or floating feeling. That can be normal during this state, so even if it's a little uncomfortable, you need to let it happen. Once the dream appears, focus on details. Look around, touch a wall, rub your hands together to make sure it stabilizes instead of waking you up. The rope method is the only one I haven't tried personally, but it's generally the same idea. Imagine moving your arms and grabbing a hold of a rope above you. Then begin to drag yourself up and away from your room and body. The rope should be connected to a dream, so once you're all the way up, you should be standing inside it. Step 4. Stabilize the dream. Once you enter the lucid dream, it's crucial not to rush, especially if you're a beginner. Excitement is a one-way trip directly back to the waking world, so the first thing any dreamer should do is to stabilize the dream. But how do you stabilize it? It's easy. To keep the dream clear and stable, you'll need to interact with it, preferably using all your senses, such as rubbing your hands together, touching the ground, or looking closely at nearby objects. Alternatively, you can try commanding your dream by telling it out loud to stabilize or to make the dream clear. Only you'll know what works best for you, but the idea is simple. The more you connect with the dream, the longer it lasts. Step 5. Keep it simple. Now, before you continue to do whatever devious activities you had planned, I'll always advise using your first experiences as investments. I know it's not what you want to hear, but if it's your first lucid dream, the more experience you can gather will help you in the future. So instead of going crazy by changing everything or creating complex constructions, start simple. Walk around, gently float, talk to whatever character you meet, or explore the main storyline. You want to get more comfortable in a dream, so whenever you try more extreme stuff, you won't wake up instantly. Imagine your dream is a game, but without experience, you don't have the money for a better computer. So if you try anything too complex, your computer might crash or the graphics will fail. That's why choosing a simple goal gives your mind direction. So once the lucid dream begins, you know your goal and can move toward it calmly. And if it feels like the graphics suddenly drop, go back to last step and continue to stabilize the dream. Step 6. Wake up and write it down. After the experience ends, it's crucial you write it down. Whether it was short or if you only got close, write down what happened, what you saw, how you felt, what worked, and what didn't. Every little detail helps you improve, and the next time you'll be better equipped. Over time, you may notice patterns. Maybe sleep paralysis happens more when you sleep on your back. Maybe it happens when you nap. Maybe it happens after stress. Maybe the floating method works better than the rolling method. Your notes become your personal guide, so whether you watched with the hopes of conquering sleep paralysis or the desire to experience a lucid dream, possibly even both. The most important thing is to stay calm. You're not in danger, you've been gifted a rare opportunity for a great experience. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more astral equations.